Hello everyone and welcome back. I've got a big group of insulators here because, well, after a very long time, it's finally time for part 5 of my insulator collection. So things are a little bit different this round. First of all, I'm outside instead of inside. I was doing my previous insulator videos on a lighted table, which I am no longer going to use, and I think that doing these outside might just, I don't know, make it a little bit nicer, a little bit better ambience for this type of video. So the other difference is that I was doing 10 insulators per video. Now I am doing more than 10. I just wanted to get done. These are like the rest of my really interesting ones, so go ahead, get them in the video, and there won't be another video until I get some more, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I'll get started with this. I think it's a Thomas Roman helmet. I don't collect a whole bunch of porcelain, but this one really stood out to me. The lighting here isn't fantastic for this, but the glaze on this is just fantastic. Look at the ears. Just a really pretty porcelain insulator. So this is for larger cables that would sit right on that top groove there. So I don't really have anything else to say about this. No embossing or anything on there. So there's that one. Here's another porcelain insulator. This one is probably my favorite. This is a signal style. I don't know the U number of any of these, but it's got this really cool black and brown glaze. Looks really cool in person. Kind of dirty, but that's just a really cool piece right there. Alright, so this next one here, we'll take a look at this. Hemingway number 42. This was picked up at a thrift store, and for whatever reason it's got lots of little specks of paint or something on there. I don't know what it is, but it's got lots of little specks on it. But it is a blue version. Nice sharp drip points on the bottom. So, not really a huge fan of 42s, but this one is a nice blue color, and the sharp drip points are nice, so I'll include it. Next, we'll take a look at this. It's a CD 104 New England Telco. Again, not a super special insulator, but it's nice. Nice arc embossing. To go along with it, I got a National Insulator Company CD 110.5 screw top, or corkscrew. This one has base embossings. Let's see if I can find the top. Does it say? Oh my gosh, where is the top of this? Here we go. National Insulator Co. And then it's all the patents May 1st, December 25th, 1883, and January 1st, October 7th, 1884. Nice blue. This has segmented threads on the inside, so there's a segment here and here that are completely smooth. Here's the segmented threads. This is a really nice one. I like it a lot. The idea behind this is just the same as the Barclay patents. The tie wire would screw on with the insulator, so it would make changing the insulator just a lot easier. Let's take a look at this 134, patent May 2nd, 1893, and the patent December 19th, 1871. This is a Hemingway piece. It's a nice fizzy color, or fizzy aqua, lots of little bubbles in there. This thing just sparkles. It's got some damage, unfortunately, but I really like the this particular style. Well, the camera's freaking out for a moment, but there we go. There's the that insulator. This next one we'll take a look at is one I've had for a while. This is a CD731. It's a threadless. This was my first threadless insulator. And, well, how I managed to get it? Well, it's got a huge crack, big impact blow or whatever on the back. And it's got some other little dings. It's got something happening here, which I don't know. I can't explain that. It's got a little thing there. Looking at it from the bottom, it's a very nice, heavy piece of glass. It's got a little bit of an indent right there. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a nice one. I do like this one a lot. Nice early, like 1860s piece. Next we have a Brookfield. This is a 126.3, I believe. This one has a really bad embossing on it. You can barely make it out. You can see the 6 or the 9 or whatever it's supposed to be. Ghost embossings all over the place. It's almost indistinguishable. It's got some really weird really weird stuff going on at the top here. I don't understand what caused that, but it looks interesting. Looking in the bottom. Zoom back out, that would be helpful. I think this was a Western Union standard at some point, or maybe a different telegraph line. I know there's one telegraph company or line that specifically used these. Next, I've got myself this, I think it's a 210. And this is called the cricket head. This is normally a postal style, but mine is not embossed postal. The only embossing is a bar on the front. And it's got something weird happening here. Almost looks like a blot out, but I don't know what that is. It might just be the way it was made. But yeah, you can see on the top where it would normally say postal, there is no embossing. Sharp drip points. So this is another style where the wire would sit on the top. So this is another more recent acquisition. This was found in an antique store, and it was pretty expensive, and I just bought it because I like the shape of these earlier Mickeys. This is the one with the double patent date on it. It's got the ears that are just a little bit more round than the later ones. Yeah, so it's got a lot of issues going on here. Really in quite terrible condition, but I just saw it and I couldn't leave it. It wasn't too expensive for me, so I just picked it up, and I still like it. Nice greenish color. Nice early Mickey. This next one here is a Armstrong DP1. These usually are not anything interesting, but this one obviously is a pretty cool color. It's a 155, And usually when you get insulators that are this new, that might be 50, but they're usually just clear, or maybe ice, but this is a nice color on this one. I believe the story is that these were made when they were clearing out the molds after they made the root beer amber insulators, like the high tops and whatnot. So this is kind of a mix between the root beer ambers and then a fresh batch of glass, and it created this wonderful color. And of course the last one here, this big telephone style, is my 196, and I have to adjust the camera a little bit. This thing is very large. This is one I've had for a long time as well. This was one of my first big kind of insulator purchases. Mine of course has some issues, but you know, these are particularly prone to damage. Just have a whole bunch of sharp drip points all over them. And it's really quite an amazing insulator the way that these are made. This is completely hollow on the inside. Huge, I don't even know how many pieces mold this is, but it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 piece mold, plus the plunger that goes in the bottom. You can see how that thread is way off centered on this thing. Yeah, it's got the HG Co. patent May 2nd, 1893. Of course, for the drip points, this has some really long, nice drip points on it. Or it had, but yeah, this is a very nice style. I do like this one quite a bit. Let's just raise the camera a little bit. So, kind of getting the idea. These things are really cool, and look at like the way this thing looks on the top when you can see the drip points on the top. That looks really cool. It's got a little swirl and a button on the top. Can you see that? It's got a little button on the top. Alright, so there's that one. So, that's it. Those are all of my really nice, exciting insulators. I didn't include my ECNM just because I already did a separate video for that one. But if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check that video out. And with that said, thanks for watching, and bye for now.